Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever. I am looking down at my marvelous city of Neuve Revergrad, and things are looking up. If you watched the last episode, you will know that we were not able to get any coal to our production over here in Plaster City because our coal mine was eating it all up. And so did not place too much time, just enough, maybe a few minutes. I spent more time with it paused, just going around making sure construction people are still constructing. But what I noticed was this guy is stopped here. And it's a bit of a problem because he just sits there. So what I'm thinking of doing is coming back down to here. There's a few other things I noticed. I played, a little bit of time between the episodes. The other thing is, this station isn't getting quite as much coal as this one is. And it has to do with the way they wait here. So in other words, if you want to look at it from transport fever point of view, the frequency isn't as great on the one line because it takes priority and the train comes around here and just sits and waits. So in any event, what I wanted to do, and now we'll go back to the other subject. I don't need to jump subjects on you guys too much. I'm thinking of this train and this train are sort of a pair. So let me put them over here. That's good enough. And then there's another pair that are over here taking coal. Right? And what I had done was they all have the same basic route when it comes, obviously they go to the different stations here. But what's going to happen here is if this train's waiting, they're going to sit there and we're going to get a backup here because they're all going through this one point. As a matter of this waypoint here is all this signal right down here. So what I would like to do is take this track here. Okay, this right-hand track continues onward. Now I'm hoping this works out because I have no idea how to force this guy forward if he doesn't want to go. All right, so he's going now, but the trains that are set up this way are going to continue to go up to Plaster City, but the other ones aren't. So in other words, let's see which one this one is because he's already on that track. So let's take this one, right? And I want to come here to power plants. And I want to say add a stop, but I want you to go to this waypoint, which should be that one. So I'll delete this one. And then I'm going to, is he going to Plaster City? Yeah, let's delete him from Plaster City. Is that going to cause a problem? Let's wait. Because I don't know if he's going to be able to turn around depending on where he's at. Does that make sense though? And then we'll do the same thing here. Let's see, where is this guy right now? Okay, so he's at the power plants or heading there. So, right, we're going to select this, and then we're going to say new stop, this side of the tracks, delete this one, right, and then delete Plaster City from his route. So, we don't have enough coal to do all of this anyway. So, I'm thinking that it would increase the amount of coal because we're going to take some of the run off of this route. This guy can drop off whatever he can and then keep going. Now, I'm hoping this works out because it may not work as well as I was hoping it would. But we'll just have to see. Now, is this guy, let's go see where he's at. If he's, yeah, see, there we go. Once he turns around, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. So we can delete this. So I'm hoping that this will increase the frequency of trains coming down into here to its, well, let's go all the way down. Well, let's do this. Let's go. Boop, right? All right, so we'll close all those. So I'm hoping it increases the frequency because not all the trains are going as far. And the one, and then the only problem that we have is if these guys, see, this is what I was afraid of. This guy's sitting here waiting and the other one can't drop off. So hopefully, yeah, see, this is, hopefully when there's another train, it'll prioritize unloading the one on this side sitting there. Because what's happening here is that if there's two trains here, it's always prioritizing this one to unload. So this one's coming around on the other track, if there was another, if this one pulls in, this guy will leave and this one just sits there unloading, 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 and won't go forward, which causes this to get less coal at that point. Now notice that, you know, I haven't, like I said, I haven't really played much time to balance this all out, but notice we are not maximizing the coal. So that's the other reason to do this. Now this one, like even with this setup here, we could wait and see what happens, but this one's coming in and it's going to come in here and go to the other track, I hope. And then he'll just drop off and spin around and go back the other way. Now this one's going to be the same way, so he's coming back from over there. So this was the reason for all of this, is to be able to do this kind of thing and balance things out, because I had a feeling that wanting to do this would be a thing. Now why did we just stop? Oh, really? You're stopping way back there? Okay, that was kind of a long way back to stop, wasn't it? But I guess there's this big goofy intersection. We could talk about what we need to improve that, but yep. So here we go. Let's just see what this guy does. There we go. So this guy moved forward. Does he go back? See, he goes back empty. You know, like, so I'm hoping when this guy comes in that he takes the priority and releases this one. I have no idea how to control that, and I really wish they would just... I think they need to improve that. I don't see any reason why this can't stop. So does this guy or this guy... Yep, well, good. That's good, because that's exactly what I wanted to have happen, that this guy would roll forward if there was a train sitting here, because I don't mind if there's two trains sitting here and here, like just filling this station. It's not perfect, but it's all about the overall flow at the end of the day anyway. So that's exactly what I was hoping for, so that these guys would continue up here and get us some more coal, or get us coal, period, which should be happening in a minute. Right, here we go. Their first coal dropped off. So now we can actually, in a sense, finish the last episode and see what happens if we actually get a bit of... Oh, no, this guy doesn't have any coal. That's right. He sat there waiting. Boo. Okay, well, let's go on to the next subject. Oh, there he is. This guy. This guy has coal. Good. And then hopefully this will at least get us some. I don't expect this to be perfect. And then the other thing is we don't have any trains coming out of here yet. We'll deal with that in a minute, or 10, or an hour, or a half hour. Oh, and then there's this mess. Manual construction can be not so much fun. Let's take this and this off. And I've just been... It's because there's a train up in here. Once you start a little bit of signaling, you need a lot of signaling. And then they're going to come head to head, and Lord knows which one goes where. Yeah, I'm thinking what I might be better off doing, I'll just leave this unsignaled. And just for the sake of not having to check it, yeah, we're just going to cancel that guy. We'll let that guy come back, because he got done whatever he was intending to do, and then we'll get him out onto this line in a few minutes. But let's head over. Or did we get the coal in? Oh, good. We got the coal in. So let's just make sure real quick everything good. We're making cement. Cement is going into here. We've got gravel and prefab panels, and they should be going into here. Is this set to just prefabs? Yeah, let's just set it. I'm going to go to 100%, and then I'm going to hit that. And then we're just, I don't really want this. Well, we might as well fill it up 100%. It's only prefab panels. So I like to limit things by sometimes putting, like if we only wanted 90%, like we're never going to have wood coming in here. So we'll just leave it like that. And then let's make sure this guy, are these guys set to, yeah, store this item. Store this item. What else do we have? Yeah, that can only store cement. Store this item. So some bizarre chance something else comes along, we'll never store the wrong thing. But the bottom line is we now have some prefab panels. Is this full of... That's pretty close. Yeah, so we have to see if we're getting good flow of people. Yeah, so far so good. And I think we need to ramp up our trucks. But let's head over here and do two things. Let's finish the design of this. which means we need to signal this and destroy some tracks. I'm just going to pause it for a minute, yeah, so that all the trains are off of it. Let's come over here, and we are going to cancel railways. All right, this, and that. So we're going to get rid of all of this. Let's come up here and carefully get rid of that. And that. And then let's delete some signals. Oh, I just crashed it. Uh-oh. Okay, well the good news is it brought me right back to here. So I didn't notice. I don't even pay attention to the game save half the time, but it came right back in. So let's just see. All right, cross your fingers. Yeah, see now it likes it. So by the way, I've noticed that tends to be a thing with the game. Get rid of a couple extra nodes here. Let's get rid of all of these signals because we don't need them. That one didn't disappear because there's a train on that segment. So in other words, if we put 2 chain signals here, we can delete those. We have to wait for that other train to get off. Yeah, let's just get rid of. No, that's not a thing. Yeah, we should talk about. Yeah, I guess we could get rid of this now, right? Everything's done, or we'll just pay for it if we. So we need to get rid of this bit of track was there for construction. This was there for construction, which means we can then. Yeah, now let's say, do we crash again? It's kind of the same thing I did. I deleted a track, and then I put a signal in immediately. Oh, there must be a train back there. Yep. See, there's a train there, a train there. So yeah, so it won't reset the segment if there's a train on it, but that's fine. All right, so now what we want to do is just get some signaling in here so that these guys are heading up here fairly quickly. Right, now that I put that there, I can delete this one if I wanted to. Now let's try to space them out kind of, yeah, let's go like this. And we'll space them out kind of evenly, right? The distance, go back, zoom one more time. The distance is about the width of the screen, right? So we'll go like here. All right, now this is them going up there. All right, we'll put one there. And that should keep them flowing on their way back up. Now, we did have it spaced out so they wouldn't be too jammed up on their way back. So I'm thinking that was the reason for like the signal here. So we'll put one opposite this one going this way. And then if there's a train in there, that should sort of gap them out a little bit. Make sure they're not all jammed up. Now, that's not perfect because there's sort of 2 different loops here. So not sure if that's really working out. If you had a single loop, then that spacing definitely plays better. All right, so there we go. So now I guess we can get this guy in to work on this, at least get him started, because we'll know by the time he gets very far, we'll know. So that should, let's just go see what happens when we play it. You have a question mark, but I don't think that's a legitimate. I think that was just because he hasn't refigured out his route. So, but we'll be right here to keep an eye on it. So there we go. So now I gotta forget what the heck we were doing. I know it had something to do with depots, and I was thinking we were gonna put in. Is this right? I was gonna put in 2 of these, but I couldn't quite fit them because, and you can kind of even see here. The railroad track was right there, but let's go put on our wireframe and do a little bit more leveling where it'll let us. All right, just so we have enough room to get that road out around there pretty well. No reason not to level this up, I don't think. All right. That'll let us get the road. So that was going to be the road connection I can see right there. Yeah, do we want to just keep... Yeah, it seems like this isn't going to hurt. Yeah, you might as well do that while we're here and have the bulldozers. All right, so now let's go back to road cargo station. All right, so what we're going to do... Oh, wait. Yeah, so... Wait for the game save to do its thing. So what I'm thinking of is... You know what, let's... It's a shame that's the way it is. Well, I could... Let's get rid of this road. What I'm thinking... If we look at what this guy needs... He needs 5 different things. And then steel as well. So we don't have any of those things. Let's go back to here and think about how we're going to get those 5 things in, including steel. I don't think we're not going to be making enough that we need an outgoing, right? So let's go, like we could put this one here, would work out pretty well, or even turn it this way, right? We could probably squeeze it in, but let's first go and go to storages and see about putting, or do we just bring steel in by truck? Yeah, I think we just bring it in by truck. Never mind. I don't want to steel storage. It's no storages. Let's just see if we can jam 2 of these in. Sorry to him and all. Yeah, you know what? Do we even worry about going here? I mean, we could do like this, right? But then are we going to get that road out? I'd actually rather have the road be... Yeah, it's really, I need an opposite one of these. See what I mean? Like, I need the road connection on the other end. It's, with the way this is set up, that would be perfect if the road would come out this way, but it doesn't. All right, so, and then if I turn them this way, that's fine, but we're going to block that one. But I think this would be okay if I put this here and this here, and then we'll... Yeah, we can spin by maybe and pick up this road a little bit closer. And then turn, let's say out to here. Right. And let's just run this one like that. And this one could come out here like that. Let's make that a little straighter, if we can. If anything, turn it this way because they'll be coming in and out that way. And then our road over to here will be like this. Let's make that part straight. Right. Some other infrastructure's in the way. All right, so that'll be our road in. So we'll just bring things over. We got all the stuff we need here. I'm not planning on some mass export of products from here. Like, we're just going to build the trains we want from now on, hopefully. You know what we can do? Let's delete this just so it becomes one road project. Oh, of course you would be. Okay, but you're not yellow and you go back the other way. Okay, now the other thing to check while we're down here designing things is, do we have power? Where is our... Yeah, see, I don't think that's going to cut it, is it? Like, there's our power. It's 227. I guess, well, no, we're not going to get power out to here, so we're going to need more power. So let's just put another one over here somewhere. And I think that would be everything we need. Will you fit in there? No, but you probably would fit here. It's getting a little far from that one. Let's... Yeah, we'll do like that. It'll be fine. And then like this. Oh, I crashed again. Boy, this is getting to be a thing, isn't it? All right, well, I will catch up. Okay, crash number 2. All right, so let's... I did delete. I put this guy back in here. I had to redo all of this, so if it's a little tiny bit different, forgive me. But it's pretty much the same. So we got the road reattached, one project. You know, then we got all these roads attached, and then we have our electrical, and then I just deleted that road, which caused the crash, and then we were fine. So there's something hit or miss happening. All right, so where are we going to pick up power from? Where is this guy getting power from? He's coming over to here, and this is kind of totally full, isn't it? Is there any other power squeezing by or any? No. So do we take our chances on splitting that, or is there? We think there's one. You know, let's split this, even though it might be a little more money. I'm thinking instead of. Oh wait, this is already splitting here. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like the idea of keeping mega power going to those. Is there one that's really doing like very little? Yeah, see, this one just runs to here, right? Yeah, so let's come off of this one. Kind of a little goofy close anyway. All right, we'll delete that. Hopefully it doesn't crash the game. Yeah, you know what? We're going to delete those two just because we don't need that many in one spot. And then we'll spin this guy around like this. All right, and reattach. You know what? I didn't restart the game speed. All right, and then let's. Oh wait, we want to finish that now that we started it. Let's go until it puts another pole down, and then where are we going to? All the way over there. Okay. Yeah, let's come up to like. That's pretty good. Like there, and then this one will have to turn out. Angle too sharp. Stretch it out as far as we can. We didn't quite save the extra pole, but that's all right. Do what you can. All right, so now, again, the reason for doing, I don't know, we might be overloading this whole thing. We might need more power over here, but at least that spreads it out slightly more. And then these I'm just going to pay for so we don't cut off power to whatever's there. Yeah, let's play some time, and then we'll, this one. All right, that way we don't. It just takes too long to construct these things, and then that's just not good. There we go. All right, so that's attached in case it wants to burn down. So there we go. So now once we get that built, we should have power up there, and I don't think there's anything else we need. We'll have two truck depots, so we should be able to just take trucks and put them over here. Now, speaking of trucks, we were buying some more dumpers. We're building some more dumpers. So it looks like we got 3 more done, which is good. We want at least 6, plus we probably could use some more or less for the map. I think we're probably have enough, but those dumpers would come over to here. So, but first, let's get these two working on at least that road there. You know what? Why don't you auto search? Yeah. Are you? Why aren't you show? Are you just not? Are you that far away? Oh yeah. All right, we'll have him auto search 3000. Hopefully he's not building everything in the world. Right, and then this one we'll just assign to help manually. But at least that way, if we don't get back here real quick, they should start building this, and we'll have that going. All right, so now let's come back over here and see how we're doing. Yeah, we're making prefab panels. Are we? Oh, look, we actually have some coal. Are we? We're not. We don't have any cement showing, but we are making more panels. Okay, yeah, that's just because it doesn't push it into there, so to speak. Which again, I wish they would. Why not fill that up? It would be kind of beneficial to the whole system. But in any event, yeah, we're making everything. We've got coal for now, which is good. So we'll go back and check that coal line. Let's turn off our wireframe. And then we can close this. And let's... Oh, you know what? We have to... Oh me, oh my. Let's send these guys out because you can't assign them. Oh, look, we have 2 more dumpers in there. Okay, so we only really need... Oh, no, you know what? We have enough dumpers in here. All right, so let's close all those. And then where are we at? You know what? We're just going to cancel the current production. And for now, I really think this might end up being a waste, but I'm going to get 6 of these. These other guys should be over here in a minute. There's 4. And we'll assign them 1 each to the other. Now, like, I've tried to jump the gun on this, and you can a little bit. Like, we can kind of head over there, but if they're not in the depot and you try to assign them something, it just sort of messes up whatever you tried to assign them. So, all right, it might be easier to do the plus thing, but I think I'll just do this, and then we're going to just have them waiting at both places. So that was this one. So now I just got to keep track of which one I did. All right. And then you will go to this one. There. All right. And then you can go to here. All right, and we just keep on keeping on. Good. Now, is this overkill, baby? Let's assign him. Hopefully I did that right. I have a tendency of at least messing one of those kind of things up. All right, you can start and close. So there we go. So I have twice as many trucks. And now what I think we need to do... Oh, I want to talk about something else because I want to get this construction. We'll come back here in a minute. Building is on fire. I want to stop down here and just show you what I did. It was a little bit fiddly. I think you guys get the idea, but I do want to commit to this so we can get to building it. It was really kind of a pain to get this railroad and this road. I decided I wanted a gravel road in case this thing burnt down. But even if I had wanted just a dirt road, I sort of had to delete one thing. So I ended up deleting this track, and fortunately I could fit it under this other part of the bridge. So it no longer goes through this part, which is a little bit straighter. I guess it looks a little better. Then I got a footpath up to here. And did we get a footpath? Oh yeah, there it is. So basically, I just wanted to show you that I did that. They were constructing up to here and not auto finding things, but let's commit to these things so we can get to building them. Oh, we're committed to the roads, footpaths, and railroad tracks. There we go. And that was just in the process of assigning this guy, and thought, okay, good. We can get all the railroad stations built, which is good just for being able to build the railroad tracks. You know, there's a station here. I clicked on this one, and then I realized, wait a minute, this one doesn't have a road, so we can do that. We could probably get going on this and this. Yeah, and then we can get on that. Good, so we're getting there. So there's not really that much construction to do. I think it has a lot more to do with these tracks. And then are we... You know, I didn't even check this. Are we getting... Yeah, this guy... Yeah, well, he's moving and burning fuel. Oh, there's one of them. Yep, they're both heading out. Good. So hopefully they'll get in here and get this portion done, which will be good. I was thinking about it because, well, you know what? It wouldn't be really good to do that one, really. Because the next thing you know, we're going to have trains coming through here. You know what I'm going to do just to foul this up in a sense is I'm going to turn these one way this way. Let's see, can you guys see that? Right, one way this way. So these trains won't be able to go in here and finish this, which means regular trains won't try to come in here either. Probably even let's just make sure we'll suspend this and we'll suspend that, because I don't want to build this, or otherwise we're going to end up with conflict here because our crisscross is on the boy, there's fire coverage here. Very good. Not enough firefighters for all vehicles. Where are you? Where are you out of? Stalingrad Fire Station. Stalingrad. Oh, you were over here, aren't you? Oh, because we don't have any people. So this fire truck went out there, but there was no fire people. We could build this road too. Boo. Okay, so that building's going to burn down. Well, the good news is I don't know that we need that building. Does that mean we lost a fire truck? Probably. I don't know. I think we just had two. I didn't really pay attention. All right, well, we have more fire trucks. So let's go assign another. So that might be how I'm losing fire trucks at times. I accidentally made a bunch of fire trucks at one point in my life that we don't need, but yeah, so let's assign this road. Now, yeah, you know what? We had a bunch of, we don't need the big buses. Yeah, let's go see. Do we have another? I sent buses over here. Do any of these go to the firehouse? But they were... No. Oh, you know what? They might have been going to the bus stop. That's what it was. All right, that's fine. Let's go zoom back to this guy. We're going to put two buses on... going just directly into this fire station for the moment. All right, we'll get rid of this. We'll start this guy. This guy's a lot closer. All right, and then we'll start this guy. So the reason that happened was because when I deleted those stops, there was all kinds of buses in here, and they were all jammed up because they had no station, because I deleted the bus stop that was right here. So, and then also they didn't have access to get all the way up to here, which they still don't. And so all of those buses that you see there were just causing problems. Now, eventually, I think we're going to be able to get down from here to that fire station. But if not, in any event, we have two buses on there. We're good to go for a little while, I hope. Okay, so at least if more burns down, we'll be okay, I hope. All right, so what were we doing? Before we distracted ourselves with that, we were coming up here, and then what I wanted to talk about was, let's talk about what's the best thing to do with getting trains into here and here in order to get prefab panels. I guess we could even talk about cement, though we don't, is it better to take some trucks to the cement from here? But let's start out with these two, because I know if we come down this end of the map, too far, where is it? Chemsol, this way, over here. All right, we have these two trains here. So we should have at least, let's see what we have. One train here. And we should have a bunch that come in here. So let's talk about how we would divide this up. And I'm not sure that there is a best. But this guy's going up to Togliatti. So it would seem like it's a lot closer to go from that other place. These two are in the loop. Right, so loop, loop, Tagliati, Quarryville train aggregate loading. Unloading. Oh, this one's backwards. So this one's going to Chemsol. So I don't think we should just leave this guy down here. And that's this one. Yeah. So we got one more. And this guy's going to GW distribution, which really we arguably don't. This is just sort of a poor design. We don't even need it. So this guy, though, is certainly closer to this end. And then the question is do we... I think we've been a little low on supplying things. Do we just add another one with this exact thing, except for instead of loading here, he loads up to the other place, or at least, this general idea. And I'm thinking that that's what we do. Like, it's going to be a little bit wasteful that they're going to go around to each stop, but I think that's better. So let me see if I explain that well. So we'll close this. And then same thing here. Well, this is the Quarryville. So, where did our prefab train go? It never opened. Sorry. All right, so we only have one vehicle. What is this? That's just that. All right, so what I think I want to do is get a train that does kind of the opposite, or, but the same idea here, where we just have prefab panels. Then we should probably talk about MB distribution. Now that we have more going, we could talk about exporting them as well. All right, so let me go ahead. I need to take a little bit of break. Let me regather my thoughts. I'm going to buy the trains, and then I'll go around and describe to you exactly what I'm going to do. Does that make sense? But that'll give me a second to regather my thoughts, including with those crashes. I kind of have no idea how far into the episode I am, which is a little bit less than ideal. All right, so let me go schedule the train routes, because that'll just be boring, and then I'll be back and show you exactly what I did. See you in a second. Okay, I think I figured out a good system here, and I thought about it a little bit more, changed what I said I was going to do for a couple reasons. Let's start out with the train. This train was taking stuff from Quarryville, which is the old, the original stone thing. We're Quarryville here, and I was taking it up to Tagliati, and then I was going to switch it. First of all, I'm not sure that either one of them is particularly closer or further. And then the track here in Tagliati is a little bit awkward. If we zoom in here, hopefully we can get it zoomed in, they would have to come up from this direction. So that meant if I had signed it from Plaster City over here, Lord knows he would have to go all the way down there and turn around and then come back and then into here, which would be a lot further than going around. Now, normally he'd probably cut through here, but he can't, because like we were talking about, that's not completed there. But I still think it's closer for us to still get the stone from the original quarry. Now we could make an improvement, but I'm just not seeing the real need. So anyway, there you go. And then these two we said we wouldn't change. They're the ones that are going to GW distribution or Chemsol, which are both all the way down down this end. So there's no particular advantage. And they just sit in their stations. Like this guy's just sitting here now. So he's unchanged. Now I did get rid of a waypoint he had. I hope that doesn't cause a problem. We'll see. It probably will. But in any event. So now we had our prefab panels. And let's take a look at what I decided here. What I was thinking about as I went to go redo, I did buy a new train, so he's still sitting in the depot over there. I didn't change this one at all, except for to add that he is going to he's going to go to Molna and export, but he goes around to every station on the map. And I'm not going to go through what that means exactly, but all of our distribution points, this guy hits. This guy, our new one, I thought, you know what? Most of our construction is happening up here. Why don't I just have this guy doing a loop? He's not going to export at this point, and he's just going to go to NR distribution. First he goes to Autograd, which is here. Now we're not building too much over here, but you know, still, he'll go to Autograd. It's sort of on his way. He should come down this bit of track here. He'll drop off in a Tupafalu where we're building all of this stuff. And then he will head over to an R distribution here. Now, in the future, I'd like to build this line so that they can get out here to export stuff over this way. But for now, if he just does, I don't know, which way is this on the map? So we're facing east. So this guy's doing the east part of the map. And just, which is where all our construction is happening. So let's start him out. Hopefully he doesn't get any issues or errors. And then we'll shrink him since he's a new train. And then I kind of did the same thing with our gravel. Instead of buying a new train for now, let's just see what happens if this train basically has his old route at that point, where he's going around to all of the different distributions. I'm pretty sure. And if he's not, fine, whatever. He's dropping off a bunch of stuff. But I think he'll be fine. And then this guy is going to do the east loop, pretty close to the same exact loop that our other train's going to do. And so he's heading to Plaster City now to pick up a load of gravel. And then he should bring it back out. Yeah, where is he at now? He's probably... Okay, he's over by Energinisk here. So he's got a little ways to go, but the idea is that he will pick up stuff from Plaster City and just kind of keep it over on this east side where the majority of our construction is going anyway. So hopefully I didn't cause any issues, and we'll just keep these guys open for a minute. Maybe we'll keep them both over here. Just kind of check up on them before we end, which is... You know, I do now know that we're probably about 45 minutes in almost, somewhere in that ballpark. So there we go. So we're in pretty good shape as far as that goes. Now, another thing that happened over time, and I got a comment, was we still don't have power to this guy, but I should. So this is definitely a problem. And we should be getting it done, but we don't seem to be. No workers or mechanism. So why is this guy not building on him? If we just not look, electrical substation, no errors or issues. It looks like he's building everything else first. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's doing it like in the order that they were designed, but as opposed to the order that we put them in. Because why would he build this gas station first? And this gas station, I thought about, should now have power. I never built it because we didn't have power over here. Let me show you where we're at. We're on the, let's see, here we'll get fancy. Wait, is this east? Yeah, we're on the south side, right? Yeah, okay. We're on the south side of Nueve Revergrad here. So I don't think it'll hurt if we have any vehicles that are coming over here. We probably need some more cisterns potentially. But yeah, so we need to get that power done to the point I probably should just pay for the darn thing. I'm not going to sign anything else over to Tupafalu. So let's go look for a cistern just so we have it ready to go, because I think we might not have any more. No, we used them all up. All right, well, purchase license, cistern. Yeah, start making those. All right, so hopefully I'll remember to turn that back off. Oh, look, we got another dumper. Get him out of there. Yeah, we probably could use a few more dumpers, huh? Okay, well, we'll take care of that. Now, how are we doing over here? Are we constructing? Yep, our railroads are doing. Are we having problems? No, why are you... Okay, you're red. That's the spacer. Hopefully that we got the right timing on that. Yeah, see, I don't really care if they slow down too much coming this way, which they definitely seem to be doing. Now, I care, but only insofar as we get enough people up there and that they're not jamming up once they pick up people. Like, I don't want them jamming up in here too much because I'd rather just have a nice, smooth flow to drop off. Even if, so in other words, if we had multiple trains backed up here, I'm okay with that after the drop-off. So it seems to be flowing reasonably well. And at some point, I think we ramped up our steel production. We should go check on our charcoal, or I mean our coal. Charcoal. I've been playing too much Minecraft. Where I produce a lot of charcoal. Anyway. All right, what are we doing here? We're just waiting for... What are you doing? Oh, you've got... why are you red? Okay. So we built this line, or attached it, we caused... We don't need a chain signal. We caused a bit of a... See that? So it fed into this being attached, which blocked this train from doing its normal plastics run. But I don't know that we should even keep these. I don't know that it's necessary. This train's just going to come in and out of here. And this is really, I'm just planning on building trains and then getting them out of here. All right, so like, I don't ever plan on this really being a two-way thing. This is just for trains to be able to get out into the world. Which might be a problem if this one comes in this way, right? Because wouldn't that normally be a track that would go in this way? Or out? No, this track would go out that way. Okay, so we should be okay. So anyway, this is... Yeah, this is the reason for that. Okay, so good. This got done, so we should be able to assign... I think there's only one... Where is it? One crane here. Yeah, so if we assign another one, they're not going to come head-to-head. There we go. So you can start building that, and then we can electrify all that, and we should be good to go there. All right, good. No more jam-ups that I'm aware of. We got our cistern yet? All right, so anyway, well, we really need this electrical down here to be built. And let's go check on how are we doing with our coal. So our coal is coming from here. So let's start at the very beginning of the process. No coal in here. That's not real good. Do we have enough? This is the beginning. Well, we got a lot of people, so good. If we're flowing it, we're flowing it. And this is where the... Yeah, no, we're just taking all the coal out of here, which is... great. I mean, that's just fine by me to see that. Now, I mean, this could be better, but the reason this could be better is that these trains wouldn't hold up here, but I can't do anything about that. And then we're picking up coal here, so, and then how are we doing here? Yeah, look, I mean, it's flowing, and we're keeping it, you know, we're keeping our power plants full of coal, which is perfect, or as full as they need to be. And we're taking any of the excess out of here and shipping it over to here. And look, we're full of coal. Now, that could have been timing on the numbers of workers or something, but we're definitely getting coal into here, which is a lot better. I'm sure we're producing more steel than we were, just because I didn't realize we were getting so low on coal. So good. Happy days. Oh, what are we doing here? Oh. Why are we jammed up? Okay, what's going on? Almost happy days. See, get too excited. Well, good. At least we have this full of coal. Now, what are we doing? Okay, you are trying to go. No, yeah, you're on the right track. Now, why are you guys both red? I mean, if nothing else, it should be isolated. Well, we don't really have much signaling in on this track, do we? All right, let's straighten this out. You know, this is all construction. Maybe we need... Alright, so we're going to have, just for now, that guy's going to go this way. Chain back in. Alright, so why are you... Chain in, regular signal out. You shouldn't be red, as far as I'm concerned. We'll do the same thing here. Chain. Let's just signal it up and it's, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, let's do this one first. That one might need to be a double chain, right? And then this would be that. And then that lets them go that way. All right, this. Now this probably should just put a chain here. Get rid of that one. Well, he's making his way in as we're changing these things. So, yeah, we don't want you going that way, but that's fine to leave that. He won't. Right, and then... Yeah, so this is like a double-double. If that's a thing. Oops. Well, we actually picked the right thing to do. So this would be a chain in, regular out, regular out, regular out, right? And then this will be coming back. Oops, okay. Right, chain this way. Chain that way. So now this guy, let's get rid of some of these nodes. All right, so we're going to want chain in here, almost guaranteed, without even knowing what the other end looks like. Yep, same here kind of idea, where this would be back out, back out. What happened there? Come on. Right, chain in. Come over to here. Oh, okay, we kind of have a problem. I think I'm just going to purchase this because they won't be able to come in and out on two different tracks. So we're just going to purchase an electric crisscross where we'll have enough room. Right. Right, and then we'll have, oh, good. There we go. Right, and then this one would be that. And, oh, come on, chain in. Now, do we have enough room? Yes, we do. A lot of signaling, huh? Right, you'll go out. Yeah, I guess we could do that too. Just because there's already a node there. Now, you should be free to come in. You've got blue. Oh, because you... Are you... No, you... Why are you red? You shouldn't be. Are you going to the wrong place? Oh, you know what? Wait. Pause. You know what? Flip around. Yes, you know what? I think he's going to the wrong place. Aggregate unloading, but he's the... Yeah, let's see. This, he needs to come to here where the he needs to come to here where the prefab panels are. All right, load prefab panels. Delete this one, and then flip around, and then flip around again. Once you, I need to get them off of that Y. That's why I panicked and stopped. Not panicked, but. All right, so now he should find his way. Come on, you can do it. All right, see that? Good. Okay. All right, so this guy needs to be a... Why can't I place a 7? Oh, because that's the end of the track. Here we go. This guy needs to be like that. We got a train in there waiting. This would be a back out. Let's delete a node. This will be a chain in. And then... yeah, I don't think I'm going to put any on the other track on the way out. That should be fine. There's not going to be that many on that track. Yeah, but that'll let them get in and out of there. And then we have this. Let's get rid of a bunch of nodes. Right, and then... right, that should be like that. This should be an Audi. I think we might have enough room to do like this. So that might stop traffic, right? So in other words, could we stage a train in here? Will stopping traffic up to here matter? All right, so why are we... Plaster City load gravel. What's going on? Okay. Building is without power supply. Okay. You would think that would be close enough, wouldn't you? From there to there. All right, let's close some stuff. Good. Well, we got this part fixed. And I'm thinking, let's just cheat a little bit. Is that all right with you guys? Rather than go through a whole new construction thing. All right, we'll just... you know what? That's really kind of not where we want it, is it? No, I don't really want it to be where we can't get roads to it. All right, let's hope the game doesn't crash. Really good at that. All right, I'm thinking maybe we put it down this way a little bit further. Now the bummer is if we put, yeah, I'll show you what I mean. This isn't going to be ideal. Like, if we put the wire the right way, then the road is not the right way. Where's a good place? Yeah, we could probably put it down here. Let's just rebuild this wire. All right. I think that's all we built. Yeah, maybe we put it like right down in here where we can kind of get to it easier. That should still be plenty close enough. So if we were to do like this, that road will attach nicely. If the game save doesn't block me. All right, and then we put this, like something like that, and then there, there. Good, got the right angle. Oops, I probably could have built all those. All right. Yeah, I could have just said build it all. There we go. And then we'll assign this guy if he hasn't picked... is he auto-searching? No. Let's get this guy to build the roads. We'll build something legit. There we go. I kind of wanted to do that before the end of the episode, which is pretty close to now. All right, there we go. So we've got gravel flowing. And we've got prefab panels flowing. So we have got Plaster City running. And then that's right, we have a... I forgot we had a little cement train there. Now do we have... let's come down here. There's one... oh yeah, we can drop off cement this way. Do we have... I don't think we have a cement train. Just going to open up each one of these real quick and no, we really haven't focused on cement trains, I don't think. So maybe we'll do that in the next episode. We'll talk about cement. At the very least, what we could probably do, let's come over here. Yeah, let's just do this for now, because this will at least be, this guy's going all the way down to Kameen, and it should be a lot closer, these three. And then we can give them all the same, just change this one. And you're going to come to, well, does it matter? Wait a second. What do we do here? Oh, because we're... I see. Yeah, so let's send this guy to here. Right, load, well, anything, cement. Right. Unload at NR distribution. Now, what if we click this? Nah, it still doesn't. It's still the same way it was. I was wondering if it would tell us cement. Because I wouldn't mind if it said load cement, right? Just because it's the only thing it can handle. Doesn't mean I don't want it to do that. So then, do we want it to wait here? Yeah, I guess so. All right, so this one is sort of done. Let's go eyeball this guy up. All right, now do you have cement on you? No, so you're gonna do a Louis at some time, and then let's go to this one. And he has no cement on him, unfortunately. All right. There we go. So yeah, so this guy, where is he at? He's, oh, okay. Oops. Petrusk cement silo. Where is it getting its... Oh, there must have been one that was doing it different. Oh, oops. Yeah, so in other words, I was bringing the cement over and then back and forth. So this guy should go to here. But then these two can come from there. In our dish concrete plant. Okay, so these guys were, this one guy was going, I don't know what they were doing. You know what, we're going to do this a little different. Just see if it works out better. Right. Yeah. All right, we'll only have the one truck going back and forth, and then these two we might replace with a train. But this one I want you to unload. This one I want you to not do anything. This one I want you to wait. Unload. Wait. All right. So they'll go from over there, bring it over to here. And like I said, this we could argue that we get a train on the job, but then the reason I don't want to do that right now is kind of getting into a bigger project. Right? Oh, we have another... what are you doing? Okay, yeah, you're coming in here, loading, and then going over to here. Yep, so that makes sense, I think. And then the other two are driving from over there with cement and bringing it into here. So hopefully we'll see this cement go up to full at that point. I'm not quite sure how I messed that up, but I think it will work now either way. And then how are we doing? Did we do any better? We were out of wood and prefab panels, or wooden bricks. So we're still out of wooden bricks up here. So we're pretty close to out of it. All right, see, we have no boards here, no bricks here. So that's slowing down our construction. So we can talk about that as a possibility in the next episode. But hey, we made some progress. Now what is, okay, these should be assigned. So there we go. So I think our time is up. What are you doing? You're getting steel. Yeah, we could talk about steel being dropped off into here besides with trucks. But we've got a whole distribution right over there. So we'll see. So in the next episode, we'll see if See if this is still flowing pretty well, but looks like our coal is doing most excellently in keeping at least 2 of the steel mills going. And we'll have some bunch of extra coal when we get done building that over there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.